Until the lion learns to write, hunting stories will always glorify the hunter. Our quote for today is, until the lion learns to write, hunting stories will always glorify the hunter. I've mentioned before, but I will mention again that Africans have a quarrel with shallow thinking. So whatever quote has an African origin, you can trust it to be deep, to be watertight. Not all of it anyway, but most quotes that have an African origin are watertight. And about this, I agree that until the lion learns to write, hunting stories will always glorify the hunter. And as Africans, we've had a taste of this because for a very long time, Africa and Africans have been on the side of the lion, have been in the shoes of the lion. Because why will African history be written by non-Africans? Why will the story of Africa and Africans be told by non-Africans? Thank God that Africans are beginning to write their story by themselves. Africans are beginning to tell the story by themselves. I guess the lions are beginning to learn how to write. And so the stories will no longer glorify only the hunters. Like they say that history favors only the writers and those that are around them. So now we have Nigerians that are writing about Nigeria and Nigerians. We have Kenyans that are writing about Kenya and Kenyans. We have people from Zimbabwe. We have authors all around Africa that are writing about Africa and Africans, which is a very good thing. And if we are to bring it down to individuals, if you don't tell us your story, nobody knows the real story. People are out there telling stories about you, writing about you. And unless you learn to write about yourself or tell us the story of yourself by yourself, people will never really know who you are. People will never really know the autobiography or else the exact story about your life. So if you've been quiet, you've been silent, if you don't know how to write, you know how to speak. If you don't know how to speak, there is somebody else that can help you in putting it into the correct words. But by whatever means, whether by painting, by writing, by speaking, by singing, by whatever means, make sure that your story is out there. Make sure that you use your own mouth or your own skill to tell your own story. Don't let someone else write your story, especially not your oppressor. I will see you tomorrow.